Hello, I'm Tokunbo, it's Tokunbo, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna do the movie review on Pig, which I watched I think yesterday, the day before. Doesn't matter because when you see this video, it'll be a different day. Honestly, when I saw this, I was like, okay, because it started off, let me first say what the movie is about. Nicolas Cage is acting as Rob, and he's a truffle hunter. And he has this truffle pig, and they live in like the wilderness. They live in the middle of nowhere. They live in like a bushy forest area. He has like a cabin there, and he lives with his pig, and he sells it to a guy named Amir, who is who Alex Wolff is acting as Amir. And every Thursday Amir comes to him to get a truffle. This is the whole journey of how his pig got stolen from him, and the whole journey of him having to go back to the city, go back to his past, go back to people who knew him to get his pig back. That was what the movie was going to look like. From here is where I will say spoilers. I don't necessarily want to spoil it for you, but there's no how I feel like I can give an honest good review if I don't spoil the movie. This movie, initially it looked like something that was going to just be okay, he's going for revenge, he's going back to the civilization to look for his pig, and he's going to be like ruthless to whoever stole his pig. But honestly, when you enter into the movie, halfway through the movie, you realize it's not gonna be about that. Robin Feld actually was he had a very famous name in the city because he used to be a chef, and before his wife died, he used to be a very famous chef. He's kind of one of the like, I won't say founding fathers, but he was kind of one of those people who set the road for a few others before he went into like the wilderness. When you watch the movie, you get to find out that as he goes into town with Amir, his car breaks down, so he calls Amir, Alex Wolff, to come get him so that they can go look for his pig. Amir says okay. Amir comes to pick him. Now Amir is kind of like he's just trying to live that posh life in the city. He has friends there. His dad is also very rich, and he's just trying to work on his own, but everybody knows his dad is rich. So he calls Amir comes to get him, and they go on the journey of looking for his pig. But on the journey of looking for his pig, he encounters with family, he encounters with friends. He goes back to his old house. I found this movie oddly satisfying. It's like a mixture of like nature, food, and just like relationships. I think that's a good generalization of what the movie is about. It might not come off as that, but honestly that's what it was about. He gets to cook in the movie. He gets to like reminiscence with Amir. It turns out that Amir's parents, when Robin Feld was still like very famous, then when he had a restaurant, Amir's parents went there to eat, and Amir's parents weren't very friendly to each other. But when they went to his restaurant, they came back so happy, and he made that meal with the same bottle of wine. He made the meal for them, and Amir's dad, who is always so stone cold, literally cried when he ate that. Honestly, it's also a mixture of nature, because you get to see him in he's so used to the wilderness, he knows his way around with nature, and there's kind of this dreary atmosphere. The coloring of the movie is kind of giving dark tones to just, and like almost as if, you know, before rain falls, that dark cloudy, that was kind of how it looked to me. And it gives off this nature, the trees. He even mentioned that the trees, he actually doesn't need his pig to find truffle. On his journey to actually finding his pig, you realize that he goes to old people that he used to be friends with, not necessarily friends with, but he kind of used to work with. He mentions his name, or when he sends Alex Wolff to mention his name, or when Alex himself just mentions his name, doors open And the fact is, he might seem like a forgotten chef or something, but the truth is people still have this respect for him. Honestly, it was very good. It's like a drama with like a mix of thriller. He did have to fight with a person for one of his old friends to actually answer him and tell him who owns his pig, and it actually turned out that it was all Amir's fault, I would say. But he also built a connection with Amir as they were driving together to look for his pig. He kind of ended up liking Amir. Nicolas Cage, honestly, this is the best I've seen Nicolas Cage in years. He was really good in this movie, and honestly, I might have wondered initially when I started. I was like, I'm not so sure because Nicolas Cage, I've seen a few movies of him and I was just like, maybe he's lost it. But definitely with this pig, he got it back. Because initially I'm like, so this movie is gonna be about a pig and him going to look for his pig. He truly loved his pig. But surface level, yes, it's about the pig, but deep within, it's about relationship, it's about friends that he has lost, it's about new friends, it's about nature and his love for food. And even though he doesn't live in the city area again, he still has that touch, he still has that talent. Honestly, I love this movie. I recommend you watch it. It was really good. And if you have watched it, comment your thoughts down below, or maybe the way I saw the movie was different from the way you saw the movie. And if you have, comment it down below. Let me know what you thought or what you think of Nicolas Cage. Great pacing. I didn't feel like anything was a drag, and I loved it. So thank you for watching. I hope I see you in the next review. Comment your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you also want to see how I did this look, I will link it up below. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.